So he feels that today there was room for improvement, even though it might have been much better than what he had done on that day, and his bar has gone above. It's something we all can learn and take away. So I don't have any from the routine recommendations as a normal evaluator to tell to Toastmaster P.O. Anthony what he can take to the Project 2 of CC. All I like to tell is congratulations for taking this bold step to get refreshed, to move to the perfection. Let us all follow your path to reach DTM, all of us, and start the second innings.
Now, next evaluation for the Toastmaster Dinesh by myself. And the Toastmaster Dinesh has started his new journey as advanced speaker. It is his first project and mastering the toast. And today he effectively showed us without using the alcoholic drink how we can toast.
But it was empty.
Huh?
It was an empty cup.
It was not washed by this.
No, that is the area for improvement, I'll tell later. For this actually the toasting requires only 2 to 3 minutes. And he effectively used that time. And he got a good occasion of New Year. And generally for the occasion of the person we toast it. Even in the birthday party or in the marriage anniversary, you can toast any events. So you got a better event this New Year. And any speech, you should have a opening, body and conclusion. So in the 3 minutes also you have to make that one, that he effectively made that one. In some area you should have, I will tell you later in the improvement area. And other areas like right words, sentences, and people should understand why you are toasting. These things he effectively narrated. And again, for the improvement thing, when you are toasting, at the end of this thing, the conclusion should be, you should toast for what that you have to tell. And in New Year toasting, you have to wish them all the good health and all these things, you should have told that one. And when you are raising this thing, at least you could have asked people to raise, so that you did not clean the glass, but at least you make them to act as a toasting. Because only you are lifting the glass and toasting yourself, it is not toasting. Toasting is everybody has to toast. But however, people impressed by your toasting first this thing. And anyway, it is only the first project, and the other project you have to make master yourself about the toasting on other occasions, how to praise others, how to take the gift, that time what you have to tell. These things will come in your next projects. But this you have effectively and I liked your speech, and you successfully completed the project 1. And with that, give him a big round of applause. Next time when you bring in the toasting, bring all the glasses for everybody and let us
Keep that in Switzerland.
Perhaps, yeah.
It is,
we can keep that meeting.
that is already proved. Without no alcoholic drink, we can toast. That is not a problem. We can, next time we will fill the glass for others, then we will toast. Okay. And now I request the timers report for the speeches as well as for the evaluators.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
The prepared speeches timing is Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar 2 minutes 38 seconds, Toastmaster Razik 7 minutes 10 seconds, Toastmaster Shanwas 5 minutes 57 seconds, Toastmaster P.O. Anthony 6 minutes 14 seconds. It's all are qualified for the OT. And evaluators Toastmaster Jamal Sidina 2 minutes 37 seconds, Toastmaster Rashid 3 minutes, Toastmaster Sajin Suleiman 2 minutes 38 seconds, Toastmaster Rajesh Palikar 2 minutes 40 seconds. All are qualified for the voting.
And in your ballot paper, you can vote for the best speaker the speaker between Razik and Shahnaz, because P.O. Anthony and Dinesh, they are advanced speakers. And for evaluator also you can vote. Now we have our interesting session, that is the table topics. This will be conducted by our Toastmaster Dinesh. Before that, Toastmaster Naufal, could you please explain the timing rule for table topics?
Good evening once again. The table topics timing is 1 to 2 minutes, maximum 30 seconds. 1 minute I will show the green light and 1.5 minutes I will show the yellow light. 2 minutes I will show the red light until the speak is finished. Thank you.
Okay. Give a big round of applause for
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
And dear guest, good evening.
Good evening. Not guest, he is the second guest.
As I told you earlier, this is a platform for thinking on your own feet and for 30 seconds and start shooting your views. So I have 7 interesting subjects related to New Year. Okay, on this happy occasion of New Year, please volunteer yourself and let it be a resolution that 7. Yeah. 7 topics. You don't have time.
That's okay.
Yeah, if you want, I have more subjects. Yeah. Okay, so please volunteer and come to the podium and take your view. This is your best day of the week. Friday. So, the topic for you is, which are the issues you want to see closed in the world during this New Year? The topic for you is, which are the issues you want to see closed off in this New Year?
Table topic master, Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters. The problem or the issue I want to be solved in 2018 is I want to see people stop fighting in the name of religion. All religions teach us to love, but we see most of the fights happen in the name of religion. And I want to see countries fighting. We all are human beings on this planet Earth, and we just happen to be in this side of the line of border or the other side of the line of border. Come on, it's just by chance. But still, we hate, we fight, we kill. We spend millions and billions for arms and ammunition to fight. And if you look at every country is building these arms and ammunition. And I want people to realize that. Why should I have to keep weapons? You are my neighbor, and I just want, and you keep weapons. So this is what I want to see in 2018. People stop fighting in the name of religion. People stop fighting in the name of boundaries. And this is what I want to see in 2018. And I hope we all raise up to that standard, at least from within, so that we see each other as brothers and sisters. And there would be differences in ideologies, likes and dislikes, but let's start to respect each other and love each other, stop fighting each other. We all are going to lose otherwise. Thank you.
to start with, it's not going to be rapid anymore. So please use the word of the day as much as possible. Who will be the next volunteer? Friday is gone.
Friday is gone. I need to choose a day. Saturday.
Saturday. Angel of New Year is just in front of you. And say you can have one wish granted. Personally, not public life. Personally. Which wish you will see? Can I explain? Say it again. Angel of New Year in front of you. Say that you can have one wish, personal wish granted. Which wish you ask for?
Table topic master, Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, long good evening.
Good evening.
Angel of New Year is in front of me and wish to grant one personal wish, what it could be. Happiness. Happiness. It's a rare commodity, to be honest with everybody. A Toastmaster, as I said, 90% of the people are not happy all the time. True it is that we come across various challenges. We may be getting many other things, material things, which satisfies, but you're not happy. You may be earning, but you may be losing somewhere else. Health, your family relationship. So staying happy is a rare commodity that only few blessed people get. So if Angel of New Year comes and asks me a personal wish, I'll ask for happiness.
I would like to invite our rather than Saturday and Friday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
You have to tell the name also.
Your name, please.
Okay.
No, just tell your name.
Aziz.
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 What kind of food and beverages you like to have on the 12th hour of the day, hour of the night on 31st of December? What type of food and beverages you would like to have on 31st of December 12th?
So, Topic Master, good evening. Dear Toastmaster, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
So, what type of food I want to have? I have 30 seconds for
No problem.
So, especially, I very miss my best food is couscous. I don't know if you know it.
You can explain.
Explain what
Okay,
it is.
couscous, it's can you help me, Shaman?
Speak.
It's a food special in North Africa. It's not exactly in Morocco or North Africa. It's like a grain of wheat, exactly.
Yeah.
Grain of wheat, cooking with smoke. Viper, exactly. Cooking with the viper and with the carrots.
Also steam, not vapor, actually steam.
Steam.
Steaming, we put it on top, so by steaming
Steam
it's
with porcelain dish and
Yes.
Exactly, yes.
With
That's
vegetables.
typical food, especially we eat it every free day, and it's become culture in our culture. So if the free day come in, you don't eat that, you feel bad. Exactly. So when I come in here, this is too much time I never ate it, so I very miss it. And that's what I need. Thank you.
Thank God you did not explain much because small logic. Yeah. Which day? Thursday. Thursday. Yes. Can you share the most interesting resolution you ever came across? Most interesting New Year resolution which you came across? Not necessarily yours, but any interesting resolutions.
Resolution any
Resolution?
Means objective. For example, I want.
One year about
planning.
Where are you planning?
Going with you.
Cosmos of the evening and table of master. I take like resolution in last 31st December. I think I'm not going to fight with my wife again because I just think my past. It's 2-year finish after my marriage. All fight for more small things. I don't know why, but I think about that last 2 years what happened. Then this next years I will try to avoid these simple things. Who starting to fight. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Don't forget about bathroom, please. One more speaker.
No. We are fine. Go.
Which days remain?
No, he forgot. You forgot the title. Tell us about your childhood memories related to New Year Eve celebration. What do you remember about New Year's of your childhood days?
Table topic master, Toastmasters of the day, distinguished guests and fellow members, good evening.
Good evening.
Childhood days, memories about New Year's. I prefer to talk about school days memories from my New Year. Especially when you are at school, especially in upper primary school, that's the time you want to taste everything that you come across. When you see someone who is smoking, you want to smoke. When you see someone coming out of a bar, you want to go and drink. When you see somebody coming out of party parlor, you want to go and drink that. So this is the time you want to try everything. Same way, in my family, many are there, like the smoking category as well as the drinking category. So we have our youngsters with all of this New Year. We will try the smoking, how it looks like, how it tastes like. And one of my cousin, I don't know how many of you are familiar with this something called weeding. It's very common in India. So we didn't know how harmful it is, how strong it is. And the sad part, even after smoking for hours, that smell remains with you. It will be with you for hours and hours. And that we never knew. And we managed to buy some packets of BD, and we have local clubs, and we had a New Year bash with our own things, and we had these BDs and cigarettes as much as we want. And morning we came back home, and the first thing the mom asked, "Where did you go yesterday?" I said, "The same club where we go for the football play." No, because you smell it's different. I said, "Why?" And And he said, you smell like your dad. What? Which BD did you use? Yeah. And even now, when we sit for New Year's, we share this kind of memories. So this is the best memory I can share with you about my New Year. Oh,
Only one is remaining. There is no options. Do you keep resolutions?
Yes.
What were your set of resolution for last year, 2017? At the end of 2016, you have taken resolution for 2017. What were they and how much you achieved? What?
Toastmaster of the evening, table Toastmaster, distinguished guest, one good evening.
Good evening.
Talking about the resolutions, almost all the years I keep the resolution. In the previous year, which is end of 2016, which is the beginning of the 2017, one of the main resolutions for me to start something to improve the personality as well as the communication skills. That was one of the reasons I opted for coming back to the Toastmasters Club. And if you talk about the achievements and how much I improved, certainly I improved a little, but I don't think, still I feel like I didn't put 100% of my effort or anything to be part of the club. I joined somewhere in maybe July or August, something I feel. It's almost 6 months completed. I've not done many of the projects or anything. I still in the first project, not started even the second one. I'm planning to have some more break also again now because of the other hectic schedules which is going on in the my part of my work. So resolutions I always keep correct. This year also I put a couple of 3 important resolutions. Hopefully I don't want to have the same thing like previous years, and looking forward to complete with a full success in the coming 2018.
So very rarely or very scarcely only rapid has been used. Anyway, thank you all for your cooperation and your involvement.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, to bring the rapidness of this meeting and to make this meeting not a rapid one. Our role players has made a lot of effort. Let us listen to their reports now. First, let me call upon Toastmaster Sanal, World Master.
Timing.
Table topics, I'm sorry. Toastmaster Nopal, can you please?
Once again, good evening once again.
Good evening.
Table topic, timing is Toastmaster Razik, 2 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Sajin Suleiman, 1 minute 28 seconds. Toastmaster Aziz, 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Arun, 54 seconds. Toastmaster P.O. Anthony, 2 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Sanal, 1 minute 17 seconds. Except Arun, all are qualified for the vote.
So you should know, nobody fights losing battle. Why you took 2 years to learn that? I'm just telling you about it. Nobody fights losing battle. And let us listen from Toastmaster Sanal.
Once again, good evening to you all. Good evening. It was so nice to listen all of these wonderful speeches. I could find many of our speakers didn't utilize the word rapid much actually, except President. 3 times President has used the word rapid, which is it's a meaning like it's written as dull or lacking liveliness. And Toastmaster Rashid used 1 time. Toastmaster Dinesh used 2 times. So I think to be the maximum number of times the word used by Toastmaster President and the winner of today's Toastmaster President. And the second role for me is a grammarian, and I didn't find much corrections or anything, so all the speakers are done a good language. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Let us listen from Toastmaster Arun Manikandan about the half of this.
Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening.
Here my report for accounting. Our President Toastmaster Rajesh Pallikre used "a" 3 times, and the word "is" he repeated 1 time. Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar, he used "a" 1 time, and "your own" use the repeated that word 1 time. Toastmaster Shahnawaz, he used "a" word 14 times and 1 time. Toastmaster Rashid, "a" used 2 times and word repeating improvement repeated 1 time. Toastmaster Naufal used 2 times and word repeating prepared you used 1 time repeated. Toastmaster Jamal Sidna used "are" 2 times and word successfully repeated 1 time. Toastmaster Sajim Suleiman repeated happiness 1 time and "are" 2 times. Toastmaster Aziz used "a" 3 times. Toastmaster Sanal used "a" 3 times and "I mean" repeated 1 time. Thank you.
Now the interesting session. Who wants to be a millionaire? Quiz time. And Toastmaster Jamal is going to ask the questions first.
Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening.
One more time. Okay, we'll have few questions that will help me because I was also having my own role. So first, let's start with what is the native place of Shahnawaz?
Kochi.
No, in Kochi. He named a place in Kochi.
Capital of Kerala.
Okay, so that means I'm wrong. What's the age of Shahnawaz's son?
10.
Is that correct? Good. His child's school name? School name of his child? Sunrise. They used to play with the cricket ball made of?
Paper.
Yes. What's the college name of
Malayalee.
What's the best job of our PO's father? Yes. The kids of Toastmaster PO studying in which grade?
Fifth and sixth.
Fifth and sixth. What was the second name of PO that the gentleman was trying to pronounce? The title of the project done today by Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar. Toast of
Junior.
Mastering the Toast. Subject of the table topic given to Toastmaster Sajin Suleiman.
If you are ready,
Favorite food of Toastmaster Aziz.
What is
that?
that?
Couscous. This is a Moroccan meal.
Couscous, it is
Called couscous.
But it's available here?
It's available here. But at the same time, this word is having a different meaning, which is bad meaning in other Arab. So
Oh, yeah.
you have to be careful. You know how to use it, guys. What's the time taken by Toastmaster Dinesh in this project?
2 minutes 30 seconds.
Thank you very much.
That was quite interesting one. And in Ethiopia, they have 13 months. For them now it is 2006, year 2006. In Korean, when the child is born, it is 1 year old. Okay? And every new year they will add 1 year. Suppose if the child is born in December 29, after 2 years, January 1st, the child will be 2 years old. So their age is counted from every January 1st. And next, presenting awards. Before that, 12th we have the education session and the debate. Overall attending for that because I had to send the names.
You have to tell us what's the debate first. I've seen it on WhatsApp, but
Debate
is like, see,
debate is the topic for the debate is women empowerment is got a bad effect or a good effect.
this is like, you will have a,
Topic is women empowerment. You can debate for the for or against.
there will be 2 teams,
okay.
and unless, until
So that means you have to take opinion.
Opinion,
And you have to defend.
see, it will be by lot. You will be maybe, you will go along with the, yeah.
They have already given. Some area will be debating for the for, and some area will be.
Yeah, but the team will be selected only on one stage. Which team will oppose and which team will go with?
I think area wise.
Is it area wise?
Area wise. Some areas are selected as a.
So do we have our subject now?
Yeah, women empowerment.
When empowerment is a subject, but you go along with that, you are opposite.
Yeah, either you oppose it.
Yeah,
or
that's what, which one you are going? Our area is going for what? Oppose?
I'm not very sure.
So this is what that, what is the toast? That's how it is. Again, normally we have 3 speakers and 1 leader. So each speaker will have 3 minutes opportunity. You need to stick to what you say and you need to prove it. This is a debate. And other thing,
Topic is. The topic is not here.
and there are certain rules and regulations. So
Which is our
That's
area?
right, we need to
Which
at
is
least
our
know
area?
what is for us.
Our area is 43, isn't it?
area 43.
Yeah.
43 is for.
Huh?
For. Not against.
So you have to support it.
You are supporting someone.
So you have to support women empowerment. Then you need to prepare why. Others will oppose it, but you have to prove it why. With the data and metrics, so many things you need to take. And there will be 7 judges to evaluate.
No, the topic is women empowerment movements has done more bad than good. More bad than.
So that is against it. So we are opposing it.
For means you are against.
Yeah. No, this is what see, you need to be very careful about the subjects,
Topic for our area is women empowerment movement has done more bad than good.
Okay,
So,
so you need to prove it's a bad moment.
Against.
So it's a good experience,
Good experience.
I attended recently, and our topic was.
Razak, are you interested? Debate
This Friday, right?
this Friday.
What's the time?
And the location and time?
Location ISC.
Yes, okay.
2 to 5:45. 12th January.
2 to 5
2 to 5:45.
This Friday, afternoon.
afternoon. Friday afternoon.
No, I of course something else.
But if you nominate your name, you need to be there because it's a competition.
It is a competition. And,
So you can't skip it.
but you can attend. Anybody can attend.
And it's a good opportunity, if you
you want
The
to.
debate also you can attend and you can watch. For the next time we can watch. how they are
It's a really
debating.
good one.
When is the deadline to submit? Is it all?
Anytime you can before 12th you can send me the WhatsApp
Okay.
and your name.
So, is there a timeline for
They
registration?
were asking tomorrow by tomorrow because participants they have to give by tomorrow.
Yeah, so by tomorrow.
Yeah. Participants.
So how many you required from our club?
Two.
Anybody is there now? So far?
No.
Maybe.
No.
This will not be.
We are planning.
Yeah. We didn't get that.
Jamal?
I have to see first.
But you can
I
attend.
can attend, I have no problem.
So you will attend. Can I give your name for because I have to give the who is attending their name also because they have to prepare.
Let me see it first. I cannot promise.
Tomorrow can you confirm?
Yeah.
Those are attending. Please confirm tomorrow. And Rashid has confirmed.
Yes.
Zulfikar.
Yeah, I must.
Yeah. Okay, Rashid, Zulfikar, Jamal.
And I will check the calendar tomorrow. This confirm.
Tomorrow.
Just let you know.
You want to attend? Friday after. Uncle, if you are going,
Okay, I'll inform tomorrow.
tomorrow you will just pass something. And the next is, let us do the telecounter.
See, one thing, I had a call from one gentleman from Malayalee. He is the coordinator for this new educational thing is coming up.
Pathways.
Pathway.
Okay.
He called me and he said he want to make a visit to our next club meeting along with the Shannon. There's a team to for this education.
This thing, in the club meeting, they are conducting the education session.
Yeah, they need 1 hour. I said that's not at all practical.
For what?
They want 1 hour to educate us what is pathway during our meeting. I said that will not work.
We will not disturb.
Yeah, I told him-
Next meeting, we are going to have the rehearsal for our.
Yeah, what I told him is like,
Next meeting, coming meeting, we will give the, this thing, contest.
Demo contest.
Demo contest.
And what I have told him is like, first of all, you can conduct this.
Deepak is chairperson, fourth chairperson we require.
Yeah, I will find it. Only one in the classroom.
Only Dinesh.
Only the next government, the rest we will take.
Everybody else is taking a chairperson.
What is the role actually?
Chairperson is actually like the PME. For that particular event, he is conducting that event. There is a script is there.
Puran will be there.
Puran is contesting. No? Those who are contesting, they can.
Okay. What is it? A speech contest or?
For the speech contest, in our club speech contest, you are participating in all the four, isn't it?
Yeah, completed 6, so I don't know.
You can participate in all the.
See, like a table topic master, we need a contest there.
Whatever today's speech also you can give for your international speech. And the humorous speech you can.
Like a contest chair, and a contest
Like a contest chair, like a PME, he is the only for that event he will be introducing the speaker and all. And there is a script for
Is
the
it
chair.
try contest or is
So
it?
if you are participating in all the four contests, then you cannot.
Yeah, basically, we have got 3 categories of speech contests, like
We have four categories.
Sorry, 4: international, humorous, table topic, and evaluation. So those who are not participating in these 4 categories can become a contest chair.
For Dinesh for the international speech, or are you going to give the international speech?
Can I be chair as well as?
Yeah,
Okay, so I want to give humorous speech.
humorous speech. Then international speech, are you going to give?
Of course, you should.
Yes.
Yes. Then which one you are not giving?
Table topics.
So you can be the chairperson for the table
Yes.
topics.
Yeah, this is how it is.
So Sajjan Suleiman, humorous you are not giving. No? So humorous you can be.
He is the only person who is want to, you want to take
Are you participating in 4?
But you don't have the script.
I told Deepak, President has a very innovative way of participation. He's not asking, are you participating? Are you participating in all 4 categories?
But you told only 3. You told 3, isn't it? Humorous you are there.
I can't fill up
Is it 4? No issues. So the neighbor what actually, sir?
He's ready for 4. Okay.
If you want to,
so you told
if you want to meet to
okay,
change
no.
categories.
He's not participating in the humorous. So you can be humorous chairperson. So we have 2 chairpersons now. If nobody is there, I can, because I cannot contest.
I can, you know.
You both can't contest, right?
Yeah.
No, I
What
cannot.
happens,
You will be the last.
Worst situation, we become
Because I
a...
have already CL. Those who are
That's right,
protecting
you will be the
CL.
last.
Yeah.
Backup plans.
So is there anybody who are at the ends to complete CL role?
CL role.
Okay, so have you done water sale?
Huh?
Have you finished the water sale?
No.
No, so you have to do.
You have to do.
I'm doing.
One is there, okay. You are doing water sales?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
so
has
two
to
are
do.
there,
He has
okay.
to do.
Who else wants to finish CL?
Puran right, I think.
Okay,
Puran right.
yeah, Puran right.
Puran right.
But I have to check whether he's participating in everything before sending it to
So we need one more.
He participated, last time he participated for XM,
Yeah.
humorous.
We'll just check with him.
Okay, so okay, Mulad, okay. You put my name also in the back.
No, because we already have CL. Those who are completing
those who-
CL, that is a mandatory for.
See, to complete CL role, the title CL, you need to finish at least one water sales. So it's mandatory. You have to have one, like water sale role to be completed.
Now let me call upon our past president, Sajid Suleiman, to honor this thing, best table topic and best role speaker.
Okay.
Best table topic speaker is Toastmaster P. Anthony. And the best evaluator is Toastmaster Jamal Sidina. Best speaker of the day is Toastmaster Muhammad Razik. Which camera to?
Well then, thank you.
Thank you.
Now let us see our report card. Let me call upon our education Toastmaster Deepak Joseph.
Toastmasters of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A happy new year to one and all once again. Okay. The meeting has started a bit late, at 8:06 to be exact. But since this is a New Year celebration, my evaluation will be a bit relaxed. And to note it, this delay in the meeting has been compensated by finishing of the meeting very early. We'll be finishing most probably before 10 o'clock today. Anyway, the captain of the ship, Toastmaster Rajesh Palikar, did a wonderful job, and I will come to your evaluation the last. So first I will start with the evaluation of
450. Black Sunday.
Black Sunny.
Anybody else got black sunny? No.
78450.
Close.
I was about to run the timer. Since the timer left, I'll talk about the timer later again. So, my team basically consists of all the evaluators and role players. So now I'll go to the evaluation directly. So the evaluators of today's meeting were Jamal, Rashid, Sachin, and Rajesh Palikar. Everyone has done a very meticulous job of evaluating all the speeches, and everyone has specifically mentioned the positives of the speech, have given motivation to the speakers to improve, and has given the points where they can improve better. So that is how usually a structure of evaluation has to be. But there is a small exception in terms of evaluation when we are considering ice-breaking speeches. During ice-breaking speeches, it is the speaker's first speech. So basically we don't evaluate them in terms of the normal structure. So we just casually motivate them to perform better. Since that is the venue for the speaker to explore his vulnerabilities, what his capabilities in a speech. So that evaluation should be much more relaxed and it should not be structured like positive areas of improvement and such like that. So the reason why I told you this is when Toastmaster Rashid was evaluating Toastmaster Shanawaz, even though the evaluation was properly structured, that was not necessary for an ice-breaking speech. So for future evaluators of ice-breaking speeches, this can be noted. But otherwise, every other evaluation was very well organized. And another factor is like, even I was confused when like Sajjan has to evaluate a DTM for his ice-breaking speech again, wherein the DTM is one of the, he has reached the pinnacle of the Toastmastery. Then again, so he has all the skill sets required. So like that becomes, I can understand why Sajjan was kind of reluctant to evaluate him properly and why he was nervous. Anyway, so now we will move to the table topics. Table topic, Toastmaster Dinesh had done a very innovative way of selecting the topics by, he chose seven days for giving an option for choosing the topic. That was something different. Like I was expecting him to give when he had a mobile, I thought he will give the topic or number or something like that. He asked him to choose a date, and he assigned the topic along with it. That's something which I think is new over here. Anyway, that is good. And the topics you selected also was pretty good, and it was mostly related to the topic, theme of the meeting, New Year. Very good, and thank you for that. Then now since our timer is back, Naufal has done a meticulous job of timekeeping. He has, I think he is right now one of the most experienced timers over here. Because like for the past 4 to 5 meetings, I can see him sitting over there. A small suggestion for Naufal is like, even though you are experienced, you could have verified the timing rules for all the speakers before the meeting starts, so that confusion can be avoided between the speeches, between the meeting.
No, that is the teammate's mistake, because the agenda I should have corrected.
But agenda? Okay.
The agenda icebreaker it is 5 to 7.
Okay. Then, our counter. Toastmaster Arun Manikandan has performed the R-counter duty judiciously and noted down noted down the words which the other speakers used to repeat, which usually we won't note. We will be noting only then some fillers like if, then, and all those things. He even noted the words, like repeated words specifically. That usually none of the other accountants did till date. That is something which I should appreciate on the Toastmaster. And about the word master, the word selection was new to almost everyone in the meeting. And I'm seeing the word for the first time, to be frank. But when I searched for the meaning of the word, I felt that there's a negative vibe to the word. Now, this is a personal opinion. I'm not sure. There is no rule related to the. I think there is no rule related to the word selection. But I personally feel that the word which we introduce has to have a positive vibe or positive meaning. Because vibe is, I think, it is a dull, lack of life. It has such a meaning. So during a speech, rather than trying to put something negative in the sentence, it is better if you bring something positive word. It will be much more useful. Anyway, no, not useful. As in like it will be
useful, but easier to use.
Yeah, easier to use. That's right.
More positive word.
Yeah, positive words is better. Okay, anyway, that is. But the word is good. It helps us to increase our vocabulary. Thank you for that. Now, about the quiz master. Toastmaster Jamal Siddina has noted out all the important details of the complete event, and he asked the best questions which everyone has supposed to be knowing. But the thing is, the first two questions, I think you got your facts wrong, isn't it? That's the reason why when the answers were told, you were verifying whether...
He was noting it down.
Yeah, you were noting it down actually. The age of his son and the location where he is from. Anyway, thank you for that great effort, Toastmaster Jamal Siddina. Yeah, Toastmaster Jamal was performing multiple roles today, right? So, thank you again. Now, to the Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Rajesh Pallikade. The theme of the meeting is New Year, and Rajesh Pallikade has given us a lot of new insights of how New Year is celebrated, how the name of months are being, how they came into existence. Many of the information what he is informed us is fairly new to, I believe, almost everyone over here. Even though we are in the, he very cleverly, made the toasting, which the TME has to do. Made the project speaker to do that toasting. It was a very intelligent, good move from your side. And since we are in a celebration mood, the whole meeting started in a celebration. And that was something very wonderful about the whole planning which was done. And other than that,
We need to appreciate him to bring the...
no, I was about to say,
That's
but
most
before that,
important.
just a second. Okay. Yeah. Now, since we are in the New Year, he has, as team, he has particularly mentioned every one of us to be in dress code today. And I think most of us missed that red color dress thing. But there's a good theme actually from our side. And Toastmaster Rajesh Pallikade has brought us the celebratory cake, food, drinks, and everything. And I particularly thank you and your missus for this hospitality. And all the speakers, I think I don't have anything to be, I don't have any comments to be made because all the lectures have done it. So, that's it.
Now I am handing over the podium to the safe hands of President. Now for the next meeting, let us have the rehearsal for this one. I will not be here for till Sunday. So, can you arrange that meeting?
Yeah. So. No, but before that, I think this drama festival will be going on during that meeting also, right?
I mean, now this is like it's continuous. Tomorrow is a drama.
Yeah. So will it be possible for us to move to other countries? Because practice has to be.
We are not taking. We are getting a free venue.
Okay.
We are getting a free venue.
So you can declare it. You can declare it.
So that tomorrow only will come.
Yeah.
We
It's
are
confirmed. Even
Lifeline Hospital, they are planning.
LLH Hospital, they will give us the free venue.
Free venue.
Probably even the food. Yeah,
that is the main part. Then we can have a better trophy and better.
Tomorrow we will visit the venue and
See, our budget was actually it is 2,500. And I request anybody those are willing to contribute for the this thing contest, they can contribute. It is not a compulsion. Those who are willing to contribute. And we have only 2,000 budget in this one.
But in case if you are getting it free, I don't think it's not.
Not required.
Yeah, it's not required, right?
Tomorrow we will confirm that one.
And the date you can declare now.
Contest date is February 9th, Friday.
Okay, mark your calendar. February 9th is our.
Don't keep any engagement on. Ask your friends and all. Don't.
And the timing will be?
Because people from Sharjah or Dubai, they will visit on that day.
And timing, how's the timing?
We'll keep tomorrow we'll decide 2 to 10 will be.
Yeah, I know. I mean 2 to 8.
7.
Friday afternoon.
Right afternoon, 2 to 7.
Yeah.
2 to 7.
We can bring the friends and all.
Of course.
Yes, you should. But inform us.
Before.
You can bring your friends, family.
So it will be 6 hours.
Even
Continuous.
your
2
family
to
also
7.
you can bring.
2 to 7 is the timing?
Yeah.
2 to 7.
Even slightly early, maybe 1:30 or something we can start.
But people should have lunch.
No, after prayers, lunch.
After prayer, they
The
have
problem is, it will not be, you see, 2 to 7, you know, just within 5 hours, it will not be easy to complete. We have too many contestants this time. Internationally, how many? Yeah, so.
We have any prospective.
Is any Mussafah or?
Mussafah, Lifeline Hospital. You know Lifeline Hospital?
As of now, 10 hours. No, 9 hours.
Scenario?
Yes, yes,
Shabia or LLH?
No, no.
yes. Bigger levels, you know, LLH people, they are closer to those banks. Yeah, those banks area, you know.
Earlier SBID was there, now I put land in there, and that behind that.
That, First Gulf Bank, those banks, all the banks are there, that banks area.
Location will send it.
It's only for the club.
Yeah, for our club. It is contest only for
So the contest is like in the first club, next is area.
Next
then
area
division,
is February 24th or something.
Contestant will be from our club only?
Yeah, it is
Yes.
24th.
But the judges will be from outside. 7 judges will be there.
So there will be queue from this contest. Who is first will go to the area.
Area.
Yeah.
And last year
from
we
the outside
had,
and target speaker from the outside for the evaluation. You will not know the speech. Target speaker will be coming from outside. And
one rule is like, you know, for international,
only for the international.
yeah, only for international it's not open, you know, only those who have finished 6 projects can participate in international speech contest. All other 3 is open, anyone can.
Only thing you should be member of the club, that's all. Target speaker for the
Evaluation.
No, somebody has to give the speech. No?
Then you evaluate.
That speaker is not from the club. Because club means you know what is his positive points and what is his, you will be the totally stranger. So he will be delivering the speech, he or she will be delivering the speech, then you have to evaluate the speech.
So an unknown speaker will come and do a speech. Then you just evaluate and present your evaluation. It's a competition.
For the evaluation, because evaluation, the club members you know who's having the positive points and negative points. So it is a totally stranger will be giving the speech and you have to be evaluating. Table topic anyway, it is table topic, same topic everybody will get. Same topic, but when the speaker is delivering the speech, other contestant will be.
You will not listen to anyone's speech, you know, so you will be out of the
Topic
same subject for all the contestants.
Topic will be the same for all the contestants.
But you will be taken out from the room.
You will get only on stage.
Yes.
And evaluation also like that. Same speech, everybody has to stay. All the evaluators, who is contesting, they will listen the speech, then they will go out of the hall, except for the first one who is evaluating. Then one by one will come in. Anyway, in the next meeting we will do the rehearsal.
But again, it's good to understand, see, the international and humorous, they can come prepared. But evaluation is a particular format. If you go to the Toastmasters website or YouTube,
that is actually sandwich method.
You know, there are many methods for evaluation, you know. So you just go through it and try to understand what is the best way of evaluating a speech. You know, sandwich method means we have bread and the cheese and the meat, then again the bread. So positive, negative and positive, something like that, you know. So there are
positive, negative, then the conclusion, like a speech, and you have to sum up. So that is the conclusion.
Listen to those kind of speeches in the YouTube version and try to understand how we can evaluate.
You will see in the YouTube many of the international speech as well as international speech generally for the self-experience they will give more points rather than telling some other story.
So you need to convince 7 judges in front of you.
Today's your speech, you can
judges from
for this
outside, unknown judges it will be.
It is basically self-experience. Self-experience will give more weightage for